All of this is straight off the cuff. What if the countryman won? company man won. You took that while I was off doing that, and I come back and that was still going on. Well, you know what? I think that's the last thing I had to do before I said, I'm coming home. I wanted to say, no, I ain't coming home, you come get me. But home is like, you know what? Fuck you. Come home. Sabbath day. Yeah, it is important, in my opinion, according to what I've read, according to what I've experienced, according to what I've felt, to take one day of rest. One day of rest where you not only don't work, but you don't engage in changing money, and you also don't, and you try to not engage in what you consider to be, could be on the dark side of things that you do. That's a good way to put it. One day, just one day, where you try to live right, and you don't do anything to better yourself. Well, yeah, you don't do anything to better yourself for yourself, like in a monetary way. It's almost like you let yourself become bored as shit so that God can rewire stuff in your brain. If that makes any kind of sense. If you can, try not to exchange money. Try not to do anything that will profit money. Try not to do anything that would possibly consider on the dark side of zero. On the negative side of zero. Try not to do anything for one day. Now, no one's perfect. I mean, hey. And then going one step further, Jesus is quoted as saying, what was it said in the Bible? If you see an ox or a mule dying in the ditch on the Sabbath day, should you help it out? Should you fix the situation? Well, yes. Why? Because it's a dire need. The mule's gonna die if you don't. The people or whoever's stuck in the ditch, I'm sorry I can't quote verbatim at this exact time, but yeah, if something's stuck in a ditch, you should set aside your cultural traditions of not doing anything on the Sabbath, to help the suffering mule or to help the suffering man that's stuck in the ditch. Yeah, that's what Jesus said. So he said, basically, I'm going to just totally simplify and not verbatim anything. And I know that's not how you use that stuff, but whatever. You know what I'm saying. You try to at least one day a week. You pick the day as an individual, self-proclaimed person on this earth. You are your own human being. No one is unique, but yes, everyone is different. You, as your own person, designate your own Sabbath. Whatever works best for you. And you try your best to make that Sabbath holy by not exchanging money and to not engage anything that happens to be what you personally would consider to be dark. But if you're doing all those things and you see someone suffering in a place you can't get out of, you do set aside your cultural traditions to help that person. It's almost like if you don't, it's negative math. And if you do, it's just positive math on top of positive math, because you're already in the spirit, in the motivation of, trying to, keep holy the Sabbath day. Whatever the day you choose that to be. Now, it would be awesome if all these people chose that one day was their Sabbath day and they didn't have anything else to do and they just all decided that this is their Sabbath day, and it was cool to have a Sabbath day on that Sabbath day, then the energy that would be accumulatively created and harnessed would much stronger than one man, one community, one church, one city, one state, one country. But if your heart's not there, I mean, if you go to the place to have the Sabbath, but in your own mind that, well, I also hate crickets because they wake me up at night. So I'm going to end this video while I go kill that cricket. Have a good day.